Japanese women are not easy necessarily. I'm not judging based on your skill as a dude or player, pimp, whatever in these streets. I'm not judging based on that. I'm just saying in general, I don't categorize Japanese women in the easy category. Now, you might have seen some content online saying otherwise, but please keep some perspective in mind. This is content from people, one, who probably building their brand around being able to grab women in a lot of different places. Two, people who are just fresh off the boat going to nightlife areas. And three, people might be lying or whatever, to be honest with you, or skewing kind of information or facts or the way that they model the video to kind of imply that they're getting something that they might not be getting. Also, we're not seeing the quality of the girls that these dudes are getting with. Just like, if you want to just like smash whatever Japanese girl you're with, you can get, and you don't care about quality at all, there might be someone there for you, especially if you go to like, a dirty dirt nightclub or like a bar, or whatever, like a dive bar. I'm sure in your town as well, there's a really dirty, grimy bar that you can go to. And if you're lucky, you can come up on something. But is that really what you're trying to get, versus what you're seeing representing like Japanese women and what they actually look like? So I think there is a gap between those. Remember, Tokyo is a huge city. It's like over 10 million people that live in the Tokyo metropolitan area. So there are literally millions of women here, and in that percentage, there are some women who are probably easy. But that doesn't mean that all Japanese women are generally easy. And generally, Japanese women are much more relationship oriented than just more for like nightlife flings and one night stands and those kind of things. So going in there with a different mindset will really help you when you're approaching Japanese women. Not like how you do, if you are on that time, like how you go to maybe a local bar, a local club, or just hanging out at the mall or wherever you go to pick up girls in your hometown, in your area, or even other countries in Asia. Kind of change that mindset, and you got to throw that out, because that's not really the reality here at all. And even though it might exist in some spots, that's not the norm. And going around with that as your norm, especially in the Tokyo area, let me say that, I'm not going to represent all of Japan, every area, some areas, Western Japan, areas closer to military bases here. Maybe the personality of women in Osaka is very different than it is in Tokyo. So I'm not going to just make a blanket statement about all Japanese women all over Japan. But especially in the Tokyo area, which it seems like a lot of people from the West are coming to Japan to really sightsee here, that's what I want you to kind of get in your head. Generally, like, Tokyo people are more similar to East Coast people on the U.S., New York, D.C., Philadelphia, Boston. So they're much more conservative, much more a little bit colder. Other people from other Japanese areas say they're colder a lot here than they are in other areas. So, but they're also more relationship minded as well in general. So you're not really gonna find, like, in Starbucks, you're not really gonna find a girl who wants to get down with you, just because, you only live once kind of thing. It doesn't really work like that. But I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it can't happen, but just keep that in mind when you're here.